Today we had a recipe to make gummy bears, which involved a pretty sticky situation. We had to combine gelatin and water and food coloring, different flavors in order to make that gummy texture.
We're making candy buttons. So we used like powdered sugar and meringue powder to make like stiff sugar. I don't really know exactly what it is, and then we're piping them and we're gonna leave them for today and then we're gonna get them tomorrow.
I think when people think pastry, a lot of the time they're thinking cakes, brownies, a lot of stuff like that. But they do forget the part of small stuff like this that can go into decoration, that can go into presenting things that not a lot of people take into account when making cakes and certain stuff like that. Yes, gummy bears are a fun little candy treat, but at the same time they do provide an exquisite presentation to whatever you're doing.
I've always wanted to do it since I knew that it was a class at the high school. And then Chef Corinne was really encouraging last year when we were doing the baking portion at the end of the year, which made me want to take the whole class and have that whole experience with her.
Growing up, I've always loved to cook. I love to bake too, that much more. And that's why I've taken the pastry route. I love learning new things. I love that here in pastry we learn that it's not just baking cakes, it's more about a science and a chemistry. And learning that from Chef Angelo and just combining certain things has been more than just baking, but a really cool learning experience.
I think it's important, like in any sense, like whether it's the candies or with cakes and pies and torts and sweets and whatever, just to know how to use things and how to measure the ingredients and use the scales.
Here, can you try getting it out?
We do notes and we make sure that we know what we're gonna do like before we come into the kitchen and what each thing is. And then when we actually get to do it, it's fun to see what we learned about come from us, like we can make it.
It's definitely gonna be impactful because you're not just doing it alone. You've got a team behind you and you gotta learn how to problem solve, not just you, but with the people around you, people in group, you get to learn them, how they like to approach things. Maybe they do it a little different. And like I said, it's all a learning process. You get to show different parts about yourself and how you like to do things in the kitchen, and you get to pick up a lot of new things along the way too. And at the end of the day, it's all beneficial.
You do have to be able to trust other people and like hope that they did what they're supposed to, and they have to hope that you're doing what you're supposed to do. So it's kind of like learning how to depend on each other in the right sense, like in the right way, because we'll have to do that at some point in our lives anyways. So it's a good start.
It's something I will continue to do, and it's something that I will enjoy doing for the rest of my life. Other classes may feel like, oh, I have to be or have to do this, but this is something I look forward to coming here, and I look forward to working with Chef, and I look forward to starting my day like this.
I get to come and I get to do some fun things with my fun teachers, and I get to, work with friends.
Whoever sees this, I hope they get encouraged to do culinary and pastry, and find something that motivates you and never stop chasing that.